This is KEZI 9 News at 11.
As we pause for a day to remember those killed in duty, a World War II veteran opens up about her service more than 70 years ago. Thanks for staying up with us on this Memorial Day. I'm Brian Richardson. KEZI 9 News reporter Sarah Hurwitz sat down with the Eugene woman this afternoon. She's now live in the studio with our top story here at 11. Sarah?
Well, at the age of 97, Ann Malarcy has lived through a number of major wars, and she's seen a lot of things change over the years. But today on Memorial Day, she vividly remembers her 20s as she served during World War II.
We all did our best and prayed that things would work out, that we'd be successful.
It was 1943, in the middle of World War II, and Ann Malarcy had just joined the Women's Army Corps.
Fortunately, we were, but at quite a high price.
A budding young woman still in her 20s, Malarcy decided to step up and be part of the fight.
We processed troops to go to the Pacific area and then process them back. I hope that they thought it was important that we were there. We thought it was important ourselves.
A much different time in the 1940s, women weren't on the front lines, but she knew she had to help. And so she worked at Fort McDowell on Angels Island in San Francisco, processing paperwork and comforting soldiers who were returning home.
Would dance with those that were able to, and they liked to do that, and they wanted to do that.
But for Malarcy, joining the military was also personal, as her husband Frederick was one of many fighting overseas.
They had nightmares. I know my husband did.
And she certainly had a nightmare of her own.
He was at first declared dead until they got things straightened out, and I cried. It was the best way to explain it, I guess. It was quite heart-wrenching.
But Frederick was one of the fortunate soldiers who made it home, and they continued their lives together. And more than 70 years later this Memorial Day, the memories of World War II are still fresh for Ann Malarcy. And Ann turns 98 in October. She says she doesn't feel any different than she did 20 years ago, and she's thankful for her health. Live in the studio, Sarah Hurwitz, KEZI 9 News.